Stardew's version 1.6 just dropped, and the Stardewing community is off and running exploring all the new changes. Longtime farmers are gaining skill mastery and raccoon friendship, min-maxers are looking for new ways to exploit the game now that clay farming is semi-dead, and literally everyone is super excited about their Meadowlands chicken names. Mine are Porcini and Portobello, not that anyone asked, but I would die for them. And then there's the speedrunners, who are eager to see how speedruns are going to change with the new update. And you don't need to wait for Habu for that. Here are 10 changes in 1.6 with repercussions for speedrunners. Quick disclaimer, I'm focusing on vanilla and glitchless runs, so if you're feeling glitchy, this may or may not be useful to you. Number 1. The Cookout Kit. Fans of the Community Center speedrun, which is the run that basically equates to an any percent in other games, may know that 2 of the last few bundles items completed are the fried egg and the maki roll. The ingredients and recipes involved are fairly straightforward to obtain, but the biggest hurdle in obtaining the dishes is the house upgrade, aka having a kitchen. For the low price of 10,000 gold, 450 wood, and your firstborn child, Robin will give you a stove! Yay! The only other place you can cook in the game is on a campfire, aka the Cookout Kit, a crafted item that was previously learned at level 9 foraging. Not super useful for a speedrun. However, in 1.6, the Cookout Kit was downscaled in a big way, and farmers can now craft it at foraging level 3, meaning instead of just selling their entire soul to the Bone Dragon on floor 100 for a kitchen, they can just throw some wood and coal together. Bingo bango, fried egg and maki roll ready to go. Number 2. The cat cutscene, or cutscene for short. Speedrunners hate cats, or at least Stardew speedrunners used to. The speed strat for the cutscene where Marnie walks up and goes, "Gee willikers, I sure hope somebody can take in this cat/dog," used to be that you click through the scene and then reject the cat at light speed and the sad cat goes away slightly faster than a sad dog would. So basically you couldn't have a heart. But now you can. Introducing the skip button. 1.6 has introduced the ability to both skip this cutscene, saving a lot of previously unsavable time, and also keep the cat in the end! Or dog, we can have dogs now, it doesn't make a difference! This is huge news for specifically me, who has been refusing to turn away the cat for this entire time I've been speedrunning. Watch out world, my full power has been unleashed. A similar change has also been made to the Spring Year 2 cutscene where you meet Kent, meaning you no longer have to sit through 10 minutes of him saying hello. The cutscene where Demetrius sets up the farm cave is still unskippable, which is honestly for the best. I would definitely skip that by mistake if I could. Number 3. The remix bundles. For speedrunners who are willing to suffer the absolute heck that is resetting 30 times for the remix bundles, 1.6 has introduced more options because we definitely needed more. In particular, the crafts room, pantry, and bulletin board have some fairly hefty changes. The crafts room introduced a new alternative to the construction bundle, the forest bundle, consisting of 3 random items between 10 moss, 200 fiber, 10 acorns, and 10 maple seeds. While this seems like a lot of fiber, this bundle only requires 3 items to complete, which means you really only need the seeds and moss. Not only that, this strategy also fully circumvents the need for an axe upgrade, or literally any wood or stone, meaning money is just not a problem once you've bought 2 exotic foraging items from the traveling cart. This theory still needs to be tested, but it may signify a second option for craft room routing. Meanwhile, there's bad news for the 3 people who run Pantry %, and that's the expanded options for each crops bundle. The seasonal crops, aka the bundles that were never a problem before, can now potentially include the crops you hoe up from the ground. You know, the green wormy guys that you run around looking for and may or may not ever find. Super excited for that. I'm so glad I already got a good run in 1.5. The other major remix bundle remixes occurred in the bulletin board, with the advent of 3 new options: the Helpers bundle, the Spirit's Eve bundle, and the Winter Star bundle, which might be helpful? But honestly, given that the bulletin board is one of the last bundles to open in the community center, I don't know if anyone will want to sink so much time into an RNG gamble. That's certainly something I would never do, especially as someone who's made 118 pantry attempts and finished less than 10 full runs. Do you ever wonder what you're doing with your life? Number 4. The Tapper. This one's bad news, although it could be worse. The crafting recipe for the Tapper has been bumped from level 3 to level 4. This just means 530 more foraging XP points in order for CC speedrunners to reliably obtain oak resin and maple syrup. That's about 44 trees or 21 large stumps. A quick reminder for anyone trying to farm XP by chopping trees, the top of the tree is worth way more XP than the bottom, like literally 12 to 1. I know this because my min-maxing sister likes to leave tree stumps everywhere. Number 5. Stardrop Tea. Stardrop Tea is a new item that literally every villager loves, placing it in the ranks of the Golden Pumpkin or Pearl in terms of elite gifts. But it also has a feature that sets it above these two. Namely, Stardrop Tea doesn't count towards a villager's daily or weekly gift limit. This means that if you want to min-max friendship for marriage %, for example, giving a marriage candidate both a loved gift and a Stardrop Tea on their birthday would give you 1,550 XP points all at once, which is a little over 6 hearts. The only catch for speedrunning is that Stardew Tea is a bit difficult to obtain. You can get it through golden fishing chests, which only spawn after fishing mastery, 5 prize tickets, which take a lot of work to obtain as well, or some of the leader raccoon quests. There's still potential here, but someone would have to figure out a much more reliable way of getting Stardew Tea for this to truly be useful in speedrunning. Number 6. The Mines Crates. Mine speedrunners generally know the floors with crates clusters on them, which helps them gain a club or cave carrots or even just coal and copper for bombs. These large collections of crates tend to sit up top some wooden flooring in the mines. However, there have long been a few wooden floor spots that don't spawn crates, namely floors 5, 45, and 85. In 1.6, these spots have been given crates to match the other ones, giving miners another few chances to score. Number 7. Hotkeys. This one's very mechanical. ConcernedApe has added a few new hotkeys, including shift plus right click to yeet an item and left shift, left control 1 to buy 999 of something. This means speedrunners trying to, say, drop their daffodils in the mines entrance don't have to do any menuing to do so, and at the point in CC% where you buy Robin's entire stock of wood, you'll spend less time doing so. And I've had to edit this line like 3 times since 1.6 came out, but you can also use this hotkey in cases where you can't necessarily buy the full 999, but want to spend all your money at once, like when you breathe corn in the pantry percent run. Number 8. Books. ConcernedApe has added a series of books that do a variety of things, from giving you talent XP to letting you buy things at Marnie's even outside of the 2 hours a week that she's there. Also, this has nothing to do with speedrunning, but my favorite book names are Jack Be Nimble, Jack Be Thick, Horse, the Book, and Ol' Slitherlegs. A lot of the XP books can be found randomly while doing things like mining, or chopping trees, or committing murders of the various otherworldly creatures who just want to live their lives away from the outside world. They can also be bought randomly at the bookseller or the traveling cart. These books can be great for getting a lot of XP very quickly, and also can be exchanged for items like hardwood or fairy dust. Keep in mind though that apart from XP books, you can only trade books in if you've already read one of that type. In order to trade for hardwood, for example, I'd need to obtain Woody's Secret twice, read one, and trade the other in. But the fact that I can get hardwood outside of mining or axe upgrading could be useful for the construction bundle in the crafts room. Number 9. Level ups. Farmers who have been playing 1.6 for a little while may have found a message about having new things to think about in the night, which is the new level up message. While this partly just seems cute, it's actually super useful for runs where you need to know if you've leveled up yet or not. For example, hitting level 1 mining in a Mines 50 run, or level 2 fishing in a fish tank run. Wait, what's that? No one's running fish tank percent? Oh. Players no longer have to dig into their menu to check on the skill bar for this. Before we hit number 10 on the list, here are some honorable mentions for things that are debatably maybe good to know. Pets with max friendship can give you presents, the best of which seems to be a rabbit's foot, which is one of the biggest late run killers for CC percent. It's pretty uncommon, but it'd be huge if it randomly happened. You just gotta pet your pet like 80 times. Joja Cola is no longer fully useless, and in fact it's like coffee in a we have coffee at home kind of way, so the speed boost is actually kinda nice. Animals are now more annoying to walk through. That's kind of it, they're harder to push past, so have fun with that. Pets are easier to walk through though. Mr. Chi has a cutscene in the middle of summer where he drops mystery boxes all over the valley, and it takes about 1.5 years to get through and is officially time loss. The snake vertebrae is now a lot more common on Ginger Island, which is big for specifically perfection speedrunners. I didn't go over the fact that 1.6 has also made perfection a little further away by adding a few new things, but I really hope that was obvious. The old method of pseudo-randomization has been overhauled, which in theory gets rid of things like clay farming or basing your Maru marriage percent run on how many gold parsnips you harvest, but ConcernedApe left an option in the new farm settings to keep legacy randomization because he's cool like that. Junimo Kart has been nerfed, and I'm kinda happy about it because Junimo Kart and Prairie King have long been the only 2 achievements I don't have, but actual Junimo Kart enjoyers have mixed feelings about it. Overall though, Junimo Kart runs are officially more accessible to people who don't completely hate their life. And finally, number 10. Green Rain. Obviously, if you don't want Green Rain spoiled for you, then click away, but Green Rain, ultimately, is a weather event guaranteed to happen on one day each summer, and it makes everything wildly green and lush, and all the villagers freak out, and also made me freak out a little when I saw a full-on space alien before realizing it was Demetrius in a hazmat suit. But several aspects of the Green Rain, or Grain for short, have some fun implications on a variety of mostly community center-based runs. The biggest thing is some funky looking plants that turn out to be giant fiddlehead ferns, which you can chop down for a bunch of normal sized ones without any axe upgrade. In other words, you no longer need to access the secret woods for them. Since woodskip can be caught on the forest farm anyways, just at a slightly worse rate, and stumps only require a copper axe, this completely circumvents the need for a steel axe, saving you 25 iron ore, 5 coal, and 5,000 G. And like I said earlier, if the Bat Gods miraculously grant you 2 copies of the Woody's Secret Book, you can exchange your second copy for hardwood at the booksellers and just never upgrade your axe at all. Anyways, if you think I missed anything, please let me know in the comments. Let me know also what you think of the video. I've been wanting to do Stardew speedrun content for a while now, but I wanted to wait for 1.6 to drop, so you can expect more of this kind of thing in the future. Like and subscribe because I'm still quite new to YouTube, and you could be one of my first few subscribers. Otherwise, this has been Astrovilia, and I will see you next time.